The average temperature in Key West, 79 degrees.
Yeah.
Rain annually, 39.9 inches, that's a lot. Population, it's anywhere between 25 and 30,000. That all depends on how cold it gets up north, right? And we're not a very big island. 1.5 by 3.5 miles. We call it 2 by 4. A lot easier to tell you guys.
Yes, there you go, right over left, that way.
Now the road that we'll be turning onto has a bunch of names. State Road 5, North Roosevelt Boulevard, Truman Avenue. The four familiar names. This is Route US 1. Don't go to Miami. No, we have one in Miami. Oh yeah, this road takes you into the real United States. Yeah, this is US 1. Folks, during your stay, you might hear somebody refer to us as Cayo Hueso. C-A-Y-O-H-U-E-S-O. Cayo Hueso translates into Bone Key or Island of Bones. And years ago, the Tequesta and Calusa Indian tribes, they arrived en route to the Caribbean islands for trading, and legend has it, they fight amongst themselves. They did not believe in burying their dead. So the Spanish people came down here, they seen all the bones littered on the island. They looked at it, and they called it Cayo Hueso, Bone Key. Through all the years, it got garbled up, anglicized into Key West. Yeah, Cayo Hueso. We have another name down here. We're known as the Conch Republic. Neat story. 1982, the U.S. government, they set up a roadblock right below Florida City, and the only way that you can get in and out of the Florida Keys, you had to prove citizenship. They alienated us from the rest of the country, so yes, we got upset. And we said, fine. If they're going to treat us like another country, then we'll secede from the Union. We broke off and changed our name to the Conch Republic. We declared war on the United States, and right after that, surrendered. It enables you to apply for foreign aid. That's how you get help. We traveled to Washington asking the government for $50 million. Of course, we didn't get anything. Back downtown, we have a pirate ship with 4 cannons. We loaded each cannon with conch fritters, stale Cuban bread, and then we fired it at the Navy fleet. It's a true story, man. Bread was flying everywhere. 5 days later, finally, the government took away the roadblocks. Every year in April, we celebrate our independence with the Conch Republic Days. They were trying to stop those illegal aliens from coming in and out of here. They were watching for drug runners, and all they did was cause miles of traffic problems. Nobody wanted to come here. That hurt our tourist business. You know, y'all the reason why we survive. We need you here. We'd like to have you back next year, spending more money. Bring some friends along. I got back from my vacation about a month ago. I flew out to Chicago. Spent tourist dollars, yeah. Then from Chicago, I flew to Michigan. Spent some more tourist dollars. The area that you're in right now, called Newtown, US. Big difference from the Old Town area. Everything's modern, made out of concrete steel. 2/3 of this island is artificially filled. We filled it in with the material called marl, M-A-R-L. Marl is a combination of seashell dredged up from the ocean, coral rock, sand. This dredge and fill process began in the early 1950s. We would fill in the little wet pans with marl. After about a year or so, it would solidify, you would develop on it. Lasted through 1972, and that's when the Army Corps of Engineers put a stop to it. It's now illegal to fill it in. Will always remain 2 by 4 miles. We were killing marine life, wildlife, disturbing breeding grounds. That's why we don't do that. This blue flag up on your left, the Conch Republic flag, okay? If you become a country, you gotta fly your own flag. Yeah, we just do the stars and stripes for the memories. Housing across the water, that's all military housing. Called 60s parking. Named after Commander Sigsbee of the battleship USS Maine. The Maine sank mysteriously in Havana Harbor, 1898, and then began our involvement in the Spanish-American War. You guys want to look across the water back there, you find the dark, low-lying islands. Those are the Cayos, or Keys, same thing. If you drove down to Key West, basically that's what you cross over. Try to imagine those being connected by bridges and roads. You go from one island, you hopped over to the next. There's about 800 spread all throughout the Florida waters. 7% inhabited by man. The body of water, the Gulf of Mexico. Now there's a mountain up on your left, everybody. Good old Mount Trashmore, no doubt. 25 years worth of garbage right there. Today it's all burned. Located on Stock Island, which is the first island right outside of Key West. Is where they kept cattle yards. That building going up in front of it, that's going to be the new jail. And that'll be appropriate. Right there in front of our garbage site. Still up across the Gulf, 3 white tanks. That stores our fresh water drinking supply. The water pipe down from Miami. If we can't get water for whatever reason, we have a reverse osmosis plant, and they'll produce fresh water for us. It's really expensive. It's better just to pipe the water down. Hi there. And that's your reboarding class right here. Kind of looks like a soft train. No. Mount Gay. Mount Gay, it's a rum. Yeah. It's my last day on the job, so I really don't care. You know, today's it. If they don't like me, drink what the heck?
Party, party.
Yeah. What do you want for $14? My name's Louis, for our gentleman friend that just joined us. Louis the bus driver.
Hey, Louis.
4 years of trolley school for this. 101 trolley. We talking about this mountain on your left. That's Mount Trashmore. 25 years worth of garbage. Today's all burned. It's on Stock Island, which is the first island out of Key West. Also on Stock Island, everybody, there's an 18-hole golf course. Florida Keys Community College, the Tennessee Williams Fine Art Center. He lived in Key West for 32 years. Rode cat on a Huntington route, streetcar named Desire. Thomas Lanier Williams. We have one hospital. It has 172 beds.
Well, that answers my
A
question.
Pepsi machine and juice machine. If anybody wants to take 2 minutes to grab a cold drink, I'll wait for you. You know, I'm drinking one myself. So you can't eat and drink on board the old town Trolley. This would be a good time for the drink.
Anybody else?
Majesty, New Amsterdam, the door down. Anyway, if you drove to your left, there's the road. You crossed 42 bridges to get here. The longest, the 7-mile bridge, 6.8 miles. Not quite 7. They were new. To the left and right, you remember older, narrow bridges. A lot of Henry Flagler's old railway trestles were built under there. Trains came to Key West with passengers up until 1935. A hurricane hit the upper Keys, ended all of that. Then began construction of the overseas highway. You might remember miles further up. We call it the heart of the Florida Keys, sitting right in the middle. And I'll tell you how it got its name. See, when Henry Flagler was bringing that rail line down to Key West, it took the men so long to get there. They dubbed it Marathon. Look to your right side, it's called the Riviera Canal. It's all private resident. They have their own little bit of water. Nice. Jimmy Buffett, singer-songwriter, has a couple of homes down there.
me, who?
Right now you're traveling on South Roosevelt Boulevard. This road is also known as A1A. This runs along the Florida East Coast. And if you want to look on your left, it's unique. Houseboat Row. The city charges these people $46 a month to tie up. Not bad. If you don't want to pay the money, you don't have to. Live out there in the water like everybody else is doing. Go on an anchor, you row in short, take care of business. You row back home. Houseboat Row. Now the trees coming up on your left, it's called the red mangrove. And at the bottom, a sturdy root system. The roots will collect anything that passes by them. Sticks and twigs, sand from incoming tides. Now over decades and centuries they decay and they form islands. So here on your left, you're actually seeing islands in the making. Those are protected by the state. It's illegal to cut. You know, pull alongside a key ambassador. We do like to stop off at a few of the hotels at this end of the island. That way we can pick you up, give you a tour, bring you down to your main stop. Back to where you started, lead the driving to us. Your main stop, if you haven't been there yet, it's called Mallory Square. That's where most everything is at. There the trolleys leave every 30 minutes till 6 o'clock this evening. So once you guys get downtown, you have till 6 this evening to play. That gives you a bunch of time.
That's great. We get some sunset pictures. You can get a sunset picture on film down Mallard Square.
This is my favorite trolley
The
stop.
last bus out of Mallard Square is at 6. It'll bring us back.
Cruise along to here.
No, I'd rather.
That's what he just said, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I know, but I'd
Shows
rather
beautiful
have
plant life and tree life surrounding the pool.
me there, you know.
Yeah, but the last bus out of Mallard.
This body of water, everybody calls it the Atlantic Ocean. That's okay. You'll want to get technical. You're looking at the Straits of Florida. It connects the Atlantic with the Gulf of Mexico. About 5 to 7 miles out there, folks, we have North America's only living coral reef. It's approximately 220 miles in length. It extends south of Miami. It'll go towards the dry Tortuga Islands. These islands are located 68 miles further west. The west is in front of you right now. On one of the islands, there's a national monument. It's called Fort Jefferson. This is where Dr. Samuel Mudd was imprisoned for setting the leg of John Milton's boot, and he shot President Lincoln. It's where we get the expression, your name is Mudd. It's a Union fort, like the brick building right here in the East Martello Museum, constructed 1862. Yes, Key West occupied by the North. If you wanted to join the South, living down here, you'd have to leave. Go north to Atlanta, Georgia. Here's a stuff of interest. If you like museums, you can get up here and visit. They have a history of Key West artifacts inside. It also houses an art gallery. $5 admission if you want to get up here and visit. Try to come by every 30 minutes. For our friends that recently joined, it's important. Whatever trolley stop you do decide to get off at, if you do it all, you need to return to that same stop, okay? If you was to get up at the Hemingway House, got to get back there. Otherwise, you might not ever get downtown. Then every 30 minutes, we come back around.
Excuse me, what kind of gallery is it?
There's a man named Mario Sanchez. He's a local artist. He does wood carvings. Yeah, he does depicting old Key West.
That's the only kind of art in that gallery.
That I've seen. They might have added some more. In front, the Key West International Airport. Look at the size of it. And they got the nerve to call it international. Third of it is a bar and restaurant.
Isn't that great?
No, nothing there. Landed in Boca Chica. The first flight of Pan American World Airways took off out of that tiny little airstrip. Then it was called Meacham Field. It left October 28, 1927. And the reason it's called international. At one time, there were daily flights from here to Havana, Cuba. Round trip airfare was $9.95. Great tourist town before the Cuban Missile Crisis. Today we still have international flights every now and then. hijack. As far as those they were MiGs, actually Russian MiGs. They flew in, detected from Havana, Cuba. Two of them did. They flew into a Navy base about 8 miles up the